Hello, sir.
Yeah, good evening, dear children. Am I audible to you guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, we are going to do worksheet today.
Yep.
Okay.
So before I start, I believe in the previous class we did not start with the worksheet. So before I start with the worksheet, I'm just reminding you what are the numbers we like. What did we discuss in the rational numbers in the previous class? So basically, okay, few points. All fractions are rational numbers. All integers are also rational numbers. Uh, there might be many integers though there might be many rational numbers who are neither integers nor fractions. For example, minus 3 upon 4, 5 upon minus 7. So negative sign hoga to be even if there is a negative sign, but still it is a rational number. This we must understand. And huh. So whenever there is a negative sign on the numerator as well as in the denominator, you can simply cancel that negative sign and you can consider this minus 9 upon minus 15 as plus 9 upon plus 15. Similarly, if you have a negative sign anywhere in the denominator, for example, in this case, 4 upon minus 10 it is. So 4 upon minus 10 can also be considered as minus 4 upon 10. So basically the negative sign can be moved from denominator to numerator or numerator to denominator. Okay. Then we learned about operation. So whenever you wish to add or subtract rational numbers, all you have to do is basically make sure their denominators are common and then add or subtract them, whatever is the operation. Okay. And we learned about multiplication of rational numbers. Simply, in case of multiplication, we do not have to think about making the denominators common. We simply have to multiply numerator with numerator, denominator with denominator. And we can divide any numerator with any denominator. For example, 3 can be divided by 11 as well as 7 if it is divisible. 2 can be divided by 11 as well as 7 if it is divisible. So it doesn't matter like which fractions denominator are we going to divide with which fractions numerator. It doesn't matter at all. In case of division, whenever you have a division sign in between two numbers, all you have to do is you have to reverse or invert the second number and convert this division sign into a multiplication sign like how they have done over here. So you can convert this division sign into a multiplication sign. All you have to do is invert the second number. Hmm. Then irrational numbers. So irrational numbers basically are like in simple language, we can say that they cannot be expressed in fractions. Okay, such kind of numbers can be called as irrational numbers, which cannot be expressed in fractions. Okay, for example, root 2, root 3, and all those numbers, they are called as irrational numbers. Okay. Root 2 is a non-recurring and non-terminating decimal fraction. Okay. And root 3, root 5, root 7, they are non-recurring and non-terminating. Hence, they are called as irrational numbers. So there are two types of numbers. First, whether it is terminating or not. Second, whether it is recurring or not. Okay. Now, pi is an irrational number. Why? It is approximately equal to. So you should focus on the word approximate. See, pi is not exactly equal to 22 by 7. It is approximately equal to 22 by 7. The exact value of pi is not 22 by 7. Therefore, we say that pi is an irrational number because it is not exactly equal to 22 by 7. It is only approximately equal to 22 by 7. Okay. And then we discussed how to show root 2 in the number line. We simply take a rounder, we make a round. See, all these things were discussed in the previous class, hence I'm going faster. Okay. Just to save our time, I'm just giving you a recap. Then we solved few exercise problems, and yes, that's what we did in the previous class. Now, in this class, what we are going to do is we are going to start solving the worksheet. Okay. Now, how to solve the worksheet? Okay, just give me a minute. I believe the worksheet is shared with you, right? Yeah. Yeah, the worksheet is shared. Just give me a minute, 1 minute. Okay. I believe I'm audible to you guys, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's great.
So,
That's great. So in today's class, we are going to start with the worksheet, my dear children. So first problem from the worksheet. Let's see what is that. Now, hmm, between which two consecutive integers does the rational number -7 and then 1/7 lies? So that is the question. So first of all, I'll give you a couple of seconds to think and give me your answer in the chat box, only in the chat box. You give your answer in the chat box, then I will give you my answer. You simply have to mention A, B, C, D, whatever it is. By the way, I think there is a printing error. This is -7 and 8, -7 and 8, two times they have been displayed. So one should have been -8. So I'll do one thing. I'll make this one -8. Okay, option B -8. I'll make it -8. Okay, so I've got many answers in the chat box, and almost all of them are correct. All of them are, in fact, all of them are correct. So yes, this was a very simple problem. So my dear children, the answer is between -7 and -8. How? I'll tell you. See, it's like 7 and 1/7 means kuch to something greater than 7. So what happens, in number line, in the negative side of number line, this becomes -1, -2, -3, and here comes -7, and here comes -8. So after -7, 7.1, 7.2, all the numbers are between -7 and -8. So 7 and 1/7 is definitely something uh, bigger in number as compared to 7. Okay, therefore it will definitely come between 7 and 8. In this case, since there is a negative sign, I'll say -7 and -8. So your answer is -7 and -8. Option 2 will be your correct answer. Yes, Naitik, what is your query? Tell me.
or -7, 1/7 should be smaller than -7, right?
Yes, because of the negative sign, -7/1/7 is smaller than -7. Yes, you're correct. But ignoring the negative sign, if I speak just about the number, I was speaking just about the number. The 7 and
Okay,
1/7 comes between 7 and 8. Okay.
okay, sir.
Now, that was for easier understanding of everyone.
Okay, sir.
Okay, that's great. Just a minute. I'll just note down this answer key. Hmm, worksheet answer key. Rational numbers. Okay, for the first question, the answer is option 2. Okay, let's go for the second question, my dear children now. Mhm. The rational number between 1/3 and 1/2 is how much? Is what? So which rational number exists between 1/3 and 1/2? That's what we have to check. So the easiest method to like find this answer is basically to make sure all of them are having same denominator. That makes our lives very easier. So in that case, I will suggest you to first make their denominator same. For example, if this is 5/12, either be denominator by 12 लेके आओ. So how do you make it? So you simply multiply numerator and denominator by 2. You will be getting 2/12 over here. Over here you already have 1/12. Over here also I'll multiply and divide the numerator as well as denominator by 2. That will give me 10/12 over here. And over here also, I wish to have upon 12 in the denominator. I'll multiply numerator and denominator by 4. That will give me, I'll write 4/12. And the other one, I'll multiply and divide numerator and denominator by 6. That will give me 6/12. So everything is in terms of divided by 12. Now it is very easy for us to compare. Like between 4/12 and 6/12, which number can exist? The only number which can exist between 4 and 6/12 is basically 5/12. So your answer in this case is 5/12. Option A, yeah, option 1. Okay, proceeding further. Third question. What should be added? Sorry. What should be added to the multiplicative inverse of minus 3 by 4 so that the answer is additive inverse of minus 5 by 12? So before I solve this problem, I'll give you a minute. Just try it out and let me know what is your answer in the chat box, only in the chat box. Okay, that's great. So I've got answers from almost everyone. Yeah, almost everyone I've got answers from. So that's really appreciated and wonderful job. Let me solve this now. What should be added to? So what should be added? Something is to be added, right? So something, let me call that something as x, okay, for our convenience. Something is to be added to the multiplicative inverse of minus 3 by 4. So what could be the, first of all, for those who might not know what is multiplicative inverse, it is that particular number which I'm multiplying with this particular number should give me the answer as 1. So there is only one number which can be multiplied with this so that I can get the answer as one. That is nothing but the inverse of this. So minus of 4 by 3 will be that number which when multiplied with minus of 3 by 4 will give me 1 because 3 gets
The
cancelled and 4
reciprocal.
gets cancelled. It's basically reciprocal. Absolutely correct. Okay. So I was coming to that point. So the point over here is reciprocal or multiplicative inverse of minus 3 by 4. So this number should be added. So x should be added to minus 4 by 3. So that the answer is what? Additive inverse of minus 5 by 12. So in the actual definition of additive inverse is what? It is a number which when added to this number will give me 0. The only number which when added to minus 5 by 12 is basically plus 5 by 12 because plus and minus gets cancelled and the answer becomes 0. So in short, basically what you have to do, whatever sign you have over here, just inverse the sign. Number will remain same. You just have to reverse the sign, not the number. So in this case, additive inverse is 5 by 12. So the question is when x is added with minus 4 by 3, you will get 5 by 12 as the answer. Now, what is x? That is the question. So how do we find the answer to it? So basically, I take this minus 4 by 3 to the other side. That will give me, so 5 by 12 was already there. Minus 4 by 3, when it is taken to the other side, it becomes plus 4 by 3. Okay. Now, we have to add these fractions to find x. Now, how to add? As you already know, what we have to do is basically make sure the denominators are same. Now, since one number is having 12 denominator, I'll try to make this also 12 by multiplying it by 4. So when I'm multiplying denominator by 4, I'll multiply numerator also by 4. That will give me 5 upon 12 plus 16 upon 12. 5 plus 16 gives me 21 upon 12.
21 upon 12.
Now, I do not see 21 upon 12 in the answers. So what will I do? I will try to reduce the number. So let me check whether it is possible to reduce the number. Fortunately, yes.
That is
Both the numbers can be divided by 3. So when I divide 21 by 3, I can divide the numerator as well as denominator by 3. The numerator becomes 7 and the denominator becomes 4. Now let me check. Yes, 7 by 4 is the correct answer. That is option 2. And Naitik, tell me what's your query.
Sir, I didn't had query in this question, but in the last class, I was present there. How can you just tell how we can convert minus 1 3 by 7 in improper fraction?
Okay, I'll help. Not a problem. Okay, just a minute. First, let people understand this, then I'll help you with that. Okay. So for everyone's understanding, I will solve the query which was asked by Naitik now. So Naitik asked, like, for example, -1 and then 3 by 4. This is your mixed fraction. How do we convert it? So first of all, you should understand that while converting this mixed fraction, you should not consider the negative sign. You should keep the negative sign away from these mixed fraction when you're converting. Okay, always remember, keep away the negative sign. So I'm not going to consider the negative sign. I'm just going to consider this mixed fraction only. So how do I do this? So 4 multiplied by 1 plus 3. That becomes 7 and then by 4. And then after you convert, then you can consider the negative sign once again. So while converting, you should not consider the negative sign. After converting, you can put back the negative sign where it was. I hope I'm clear.
Sir, but if we take -1 3 by 4,
Yeah.
if we take minus common, then it will be minus bracket 1 minus 3 by 4.
No, my dear child. See, we are not, again, my point is we are not taking minus as common. I'm telling you that, uh, I'm telling you that you cannot convert without ignoring negative sign. So the negative sign is not a part of conversion of mixed fraction. That's what I'm trying to say. In
Okay.
simple language, in very simple language, I'll say inside the see, uh, without taking minus common, you are not supposed to. You are not allowed to do that. Consider it as a rule. Okay, and inside the bracket, irrespective, बाहर जो भी sign हो, minus हो या plus हो, inside it will always be plus. So I'll just write one more example. Plus of 1 and 3 by 4. In that case also, I'll consider this as 1 plus 3 by 4. That gives me 7 by 4. Or even if it is a negative sign, then also I'll add only inside. After addition, then I'll put the negative sign. Understood?
Sir, if it minus was not on 1 but on 3 by 4, then
It will never happen, my dear child.
1 whole minus 3 by 4, okay, it can't happen. And
It cannot happen.
can this happen -1 minus 3 by 4?
It will never happen. Then it is not a mixed fraction. -1 minus 3 by 4 is not a mixed fraction. Mixed fraction can always be like this only, nothing else.
Okay, so it should be positive only,
Yeah,
in the proper fraction of the part of the mixed fraction.
yes, yes.
Okay.
So, summary, you consider the mixed fraction always as a positive number, convert it into a normal fraction, and then if there was a negative sign with the mixed fraction, copy paste that negative sign over here as it is. That's it.
Okay,
Okay?
so sir, in the last class you told -1 -1 by 2 was the example. So you told to take, means you did that like minus of 1 plus 1 by 2. So -3 by 2.
Hmm.
So that is also correct, right?
But then in that case, that is not a mixed fraction. That is my point. That is a correct problem only, but that is
Yes.
not a mixed fraction.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes. And I think you can put your hands down. Yeah. So, dear children, let's proceed to the next problem. That is question number 4. Okay, let me just check whether I've written the answer key for the question number 3. Yep, I have. So, question number 4 goes like this. Two rational numbers x and y have their sum -82 divided by 7. Let me just bring this paper a bit down. Uh, have their sum -82 by 7 and their product 55 upon -7. Find the values of x minus y. So, okay, so I'll solve this, but before I solve, I'll give you a minute. You can try it out and give me your answers in the chat box.
Sir, that is question number 4 or 3?
It's 4. The numbers are written just below
Okay.
the question for your information.
Okay.
Okay, I've got answers from a few people. Now let us try to do this. So this problem goes like this. There are two rational numbers which are x plus y, x and y. They have their sum. So basically they have said that x plus y is equal to minus 82 upon 7. This is one number. Another is x multiplied by y is equal to 55 upon minus 7. See, I've already told you the negative sign you are always supposed to bring it to the numerator whenever you see in the denominator. So while writing itself, I'm going to write it in the numerator, okay, for my convenience. And you know that we can do that, okay. So I'm writing it in the numerator. Now, what we are supposed to find is x minus y. So for your information, I will give you a very simple relation between them. Okay. And now this can be solved. This can be actually solved. Um, like there is one method. It's like factors. Like, do you know quadratic equation?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
You know
Yes, sir.
quadratic
Quadratic
equation.
equation. Yes.
Hmm. Okay, just a minute.
Sir,
Yep.
can we do like this? We don't have to form a quadratic equation. We can just use the formula x minus y का whole square is equal to x plus y का whole square minus
That
4xy.
was my second option. I was just thinking whether
Okay.
quadratic equation would be easier or this equation. As I was telling, like we have two methods. I told you, na. So this was my second method.
Yes, sir.
So first method is
Okay,
like
sir.
thinking it as a quadratic equation where addition should be one number and multiplication should be one number. So I was just trying to think whether it is easy to find that number. So it looks like, see, we can find the number. It's not impossible. It is definitely possible, but it will be difficult for us to find the number. So in that case, we can go for the second option, which is nothing but x. You know the identities. X minus y the whole square ka formula you know very well. X
Yes.
plus y the whole square ka formula you know very well. So there is a relation between them. It is nothing but x minus y the whole square is equal to x plus y the whole square. Then what? Tell
minus
me.
4xy.
My
Minus 4xy.
very good. Minus 4xy. So you simply can use this relation and get the answer. So in this case, it goes as minus 82 by 7 square. It is square means you basically multiply it twice, right? So multiplied by minus 82 by 7 minus. Okay, so this minus and minus gets cancelled with each other for your information. Okay, so minus 4 multiplied by x multiplied by y is how much? It's minus 55 by 7. So let us just multiply and see what should be the answer. So in this case, the first number goes like this. 82 multiplied by 82 should be 6724.
724.
Wait, Viva, your background noise. I've just muted you because I was able to hear your background. Anyway, so 7 into 7 goes as 49. So as I've already told you, multiplication where you simply multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. Just in case if there is a cancellation possible, then only we go for the cancellation. Otherwise, we don't go for the cancellation. Okay. Anyway, so this is the fraction. Then again over here also minus and minus they gets cancelled and it becomes plus. 4 multiplied by 55 is how much? It is nothing but 220 upon 7. Now, in order to solve this addition problem, you will have to make sure the numerators and sorry, the denominators are same. So for that, what I'll do, I'll multiply 7 in the numerator as well as denominator. That will give me the fraction 6724 upon 49. The first fraction, the second fraction as 220 multiplied by 7 goes as 1540 upon 49. 49. So 1540 plus 6724 should give you 8264 divided by 49. Now the question here remains the same, x minus y, right? It's the whole square. Now the question is not x minus y the whole square. The question is x minus y. So x minus y will be the square root of 8264 8.64 divided by 49. Now it is pretty much clear that the square root of 49 is 7. So the denominator remains 7. So I'm pretty sure the answer can be either this. I'm just circling it. Answer can be either this. Answer can be or this. Or there is one more possibility. This 11 can also be written as 77 upon 7. So this is also one possibility just in case. I'm just giving you a possibility. So out of these three possibilities, one should be the answer. Now, uh,
No,
now,
sir, answer is 72 upon 7. No?
mm,
Sir,
I'm
one
listening.
option
I'm
cannot
listening.
be there because 7 sevens are 49, but we have 8264.
Sorry. 7 sevens are 49 and
Yes, sir. I
In
think
the numerator, it should
uh-huh.
be in the numerator. If we multiply 77 into 77, the last digit will be 49. So 9 will be there. But we have 8264.
Yeah,
yes,
I
sir.
I
It's
see your
The
point.
units,
See,
the 80
77 is not your
square.
answer. I understand. And you have,
Sir, it
well,
exceeds 80 square, right?
sorry.
Answer for 52, sir. 52 will be like, the square will be higher than 2500 but lower than 3600. So the answer it
Mhm.
is automatically option 3.
Answer should be automatically, well, as compared to the options which are given for you, it should be option three. Just give me a minute. I highly doubt. Okay, I have a query. Just give me a minute. I'm just figuring it out. Just give me a minute. This 8264 does not look like. See, what I was thinking, I'll tell you what I was thinking. First of all, this 8,000 something is definitely very close to this one. In fact, it is greater than 90 square because 90 square is 8,100. So this 8,200 should be greater than 90, maybe 91 or maybe something closer to that. But and first of all, it is greater than 90, which is not there in the option. And secondly, it is not a perfect square also. So let me just say, I think either the problem is wrong, well, it's a wrong question, or maybe I might have done any calculation mistake. I'll just check. Tell me, I'm listening.
sir, we put instead of minus 55 by 7, if we take plus 55 by 7, then we can get the answer as 72 by 7. Because then it will be 5184 upon 49. And the square root of 5184 upon 49 is 72 upon 7. So
Okay,
I
first
think
of
that
all,
it will be plus 55 by, upon 7 instead of 55 upon minus 7.
thanks a lot for the efforts you have taken. Let me just 5184, right? 5184. Yeah. Yeah. So, my dear children, it's a printing error on the paper. So, this negative sign was not supposed to be existing over there, which means what I'll do, I'll just make the changes over here itself. So, this is not minus 55 by 7. I'll remove the minus sign from here as well. So, this sign will become negative. So this sign will become negative, which in terms become 5184. The square root of 5184 is 72. Yes. Now, how to identify whether 72, which is the correct answer? Looking at 4, I understand that, okay, fine, either 72 or maybe 52 is the correct answer. Now, 52 is just greater than 2500 because 50 ka square is 2500 and 60 ka square is 3600. So 52 comes between this 2500 and 3600. But speaking about this 72, it ranges from 4900, which is nothing but 70 square, and 6400, which is 80 square. So 72 ranges between 72 square is between these two numbers, which is 5184. So in this case, I can say yes. 72 by 7 is the correct answer. Option 3 will be your correct answer with a minor correction in the question. I hope I'm clear.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Okay, so I'll wait for a minute. Okay, so I'm just erasing this, my dear children. The answer was option 3. Next, question number 5. The cost of 7 and 2/3 meters of rope is 12 and 3/4. Find the cost per meter. So, how do we find cost of anything per uh, any unit? Basically, we divide them. Like before we divide them, first of all, let's do one thing. Let's convert them into normal fraction. So when I convert this 7 and 2/3 into a normal fraction, it becomes 7 into 3 is 21. 21 plus 2 is 23. 23 upon 3 it is 23 upon 3. And similarly, when I convert this one, I get 12 into 4 is 48. 48 plus 3 is 51 upon 4. So these are the fractions. Now I have to find what is the cost per unit meter. So basically I have to convert the cost. So I have to divide the cost divided by how many meters? 23 upon 3. So this is my calculation. So in order to convert the division into multiplication, I have to invert the second fraction. So I'll convert it into multiplication by writing 3 upon 23. Okay. Now let me just see whether is there any possibility of cancellation of any numbers? I don't think there is. I don't see
No,
any
sir.
possibility of cancellation. So I simply multiply them. So 5 multiplied by 3, sorry, 51 multiplied by 3 gives you 153. So I'll just write it over here. 153 divided by this one gives me 1, 2, 3, 1.
92.
Oh yeah, yeah, correct. My bad, my bad. 92. 8, 9, yeah, 92. So it's 153 upon 92. So in the
Option number
options,
3.
yeah, in the options,
Not
I
option
see,
number 1.
hold on, let me speak. Uh, in the options, I see 3 options and none of these. So obviously 92 upon 153 is not my correct answer. There are 2 options with 92 in the denominator. Let me just check whether anyone is going to make any sense. So since it is a mixed fraction, I'll just convert this regular fraction into a mixed fraction by splitting it as 92 plus 53 plus 7 gives you 60, right? No, 61. Yeah, divided by 92. Now that gives me 92 upon 92 as 1 and then 61 upon 92. So my answer is going to be option 1. That's my fifth question. Option 1. I hope I'm clear.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Okay, so I'm just erasing this. I hope it's done. Okay, this meeting is going to end. Let's do one thing. Let's exit this meeting and join again, my dear children.